Hey there, Jam fans, and welcome to Jam Talk.
Today we're going to be talking about Harry Potter. Harry Potter, more specifically.
The boy who lived.
Our boy stories about when he lived.
Our boy.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to be talking. We're going to be talking about Harry Potter when we were a kid.
Yeah. Okay. If you grew up in late 90s, early 2000s, then Harry Potter was huge. It got really big.
Even before the movies.
Yeah. Now, I did not get introduced to Harry Potter until I watched the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember that Mom and our Aunt Leah had read the books together, and so we all went and watched the first movie. And I loved the movie so much that I then read all of the books right after the movie.
I remember, for me, I don't think I actually started reading until like the third or fourth one. I think it was the third one.
The third movie?
The third movie. Because I was a little younger, so I couldn't really read the Harry Potter books. I remember talking about them, and I was jealous of all the other little kids in first grade or something like that who could get to read the Harry Potter books because even they were smart.
They were real smart.
They were smart.
They were
could
big
read
books.
Harry Potter books.
They were really big books.
Yeah.
I took, we had these reading quizzes. Do you remember doing those where it was like SOAR and the reading quizzes where you like took, so I took the quiz for the first Harry Potter book based off of the movie. I had not read the book.
You
and
cheated?
I got a 9 out of 10.
I still remember doing that. Then a question about like Peeves comes in or something.
Yes, and I'm like, I have no idea who this is. So I had watched the first movie, and then I figured I've seen the movie. I don't need to read the book. So I started at book 2. I read 3, 4,
What?
5.
I didn't know that.
6. I read up to 5, and then went back and read book 1 because at that point I was like, I missed a lot of cool stuff.
That was partially my logic, just for like the first chapter, because I was so bored with the first chapter of Harry Potter. I'm like, it was boring. I was talking about him dropping off some baby. It was boring. It was just dumb dialogue. So I just kind of like skimmed through that chapter, to be honest. But what I remember watching, I remember sitting in our grandparents' living room watching like the third or fourth one, and thinking, oh no, this is gonna like spoil it for when I actually do read these. I'm like, yeah, whatever, I'm not
You didn't want to watch the movie because you didn't want to spoil the book.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I'm like 10, thinking that
Yeah, Harry Potter really opened up the world of reading for me. I did not read books until I read Harry Potter. Like, I read books like Dr. Seuss and like...
just not...
But I didn't read books and
huge
love
books
reading like I did until Harry Potter came out.
Do you remember when the, I think it was the 6th book came out, they had a party at the library?
Did we go to that?
I remember going to this.
And
then they had all these little wooden sticks, and like, you can get your own wands, and you'd color on the wands.
Oh, and they were chopsticks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, and we... Because I honestly, now that I'm remembering it, I was way into Harry Potter. I dressed up as Harry Potter for Halloween.
That's right. You
dyed my hair black, and it's never been the same.
Okay,
Ever.
I may not have been Harry Potter for Halloween, but did you know I went through all of the Harry Potter books, found every spell written I could find, wrote it on a piece of paper, wrote the definition and the pronunciation, all of that. I put it into a little book. Do you know that?
No. Why? What did you do with it?
Well, then I'd go and play in the backyard.
Okay,
like, cast these spells. I'd
you're like 11 then, like.
Yeah, I'm like, Accio Book of Spells, and
then you go pick it up.
I buried it a few times, so it looked old.
Oh, that's fancy.
Like crumple it up and then, that little trick. Yeah, I'd play with my cousins in the backyard. We'd pretend that we went to Hogwarts, and we'd go through classes.
I don't remember this.
I don't know if you were there.
I don't know.
I don't know if you did that. but I was into it.
Yeah. I didn't know you were into Harry Potter as a kid. I remember I was way into
Oh,
it.
I was obsessed, man.
The movies were, it was my favorite movie.
If I'm writing, like, my own little book of spells, like fan fiction type thing, not a fan fiction, but, you know, if I'm writing that, you know I like Harry Potter.
Yeah, and he's into it if he's writing books of spells. Yeah. I remember getting, when the 6th book came out, Dad bought it for me, and I finished it in 3 hours.
Are you serious?
I am
But which book?
6th.
The 6th book? You finished that thing in 3 hours.
I was so excited to get that book.
That's not a thin book.
No, I was so excited to get it that I power read that thing because I wanted to know what happened so bad. And it leaves you basically at a cliffhanger.
And then
you're
have
like,
to wait. Now I have to wait like another
know,
year.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. I was like, dang it. I just got this book and I have lost its entertainment value within 3 hours. I was like, darn it.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, I was way into the books. Now the movies I wasn't super impressed with after movie number 2.
After the second one, it got kind of a little dark for me.
Which is how the books are. People argue that, oh well, the books are darker. I'm like, but they totally changed
The tone,
feel. Yeah,
the entire tone is different.
Yeah.
Because and the issue with it too is they kept recasting the director.
Oh, so changing up
The directors, the music, like, I think John Williams came in like every once in a while, but I don't think he did all the movies.
No, I don't remember.
He did the first 2.
Yeah.
Not that much.
And so I feel like they went downhill. If they had kept with the tone of the first 2 movies, those were great movies. I really liked them. And that's, I mean, I just remember, waiting so excited to see what happened in the next book, when the next book would come out.
This just came to mind. I don't know if I told you about this yet, but I was reading this thing online about all the, like, kind of continuity issues with Harry Potter. That the castle changes. People argue, oh, magic, but
in the movies?
Yeah, in the movies. Hagrid's house suddenly appears like a day walk. It's like really far away from the castle. And before it was like
right outside the doors.
Like right outside the doors.
Yeah. They're like walking out of the castle. They're like, yeah, go ahead, at his house. And then in the 3rd movie, they have to go down this like big old trail to get to his house. I mean, Hagrid probably moved a couple times. He's like, upgrade to a bigger house.
Too much weird stuff happening in this castle. Let's get out of here.
Do you remember? This is like a shout out to Ted Wong. Do you remember his like things wrong with Harry Potter?
No.
Okay. This is the funniest thing I think I've ever heard. It's like, you know, there's so many times in the books and in the movies where something cool is about to happen, and then they're disarmed. What's the spell for that? Do you remember? Oh my goodness, we're letting down everybody.
Expelliarmus?
Yeah. Yeah.
This is disarm it.
Yeah.
Armus.
Expelliarmus. Yes. So that
Right, it's been a
happens.
while.
Expelliarmus happens right before all these like things are going to happen, and he was like, you know, the Muggles have invented something that will prevent Expelliarmus. It's called a wrist strap.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, oh my goodness. They couldn't just attach a wrist strap to the wand, and they're magic. What? And then it's just ridiculous. Like that would have solved so many of their problems. It would have been only like 4 books.
And would have like gotten them killed at the same time.
Their wrists would have all broken. Expelliarmus! No.
And suddenly Death Eaters are more powerful too, and that they figure it out. Alright, thank you so much for watching this video. Remember, like if you like,
Share if you care.
and subscribe for more awesome.
Avada Kedavra!